Last time I tried turning this rotary encoder into a ruler and it sort of worked, but then it also just really didn't. So if you remember, this encoder has 20 steps for every 360-degree rotation, which means that every click moved it roughly 4.4 millimeters in total using this wheel. And it just wasn't really ideal. 4.4 was a bit random, kind of dictated by the radius of this O-ring. So what I did to fix this is make this very simple gear train with 4.4 to 1 ratio, and in theory that would mean that every click is now 1 millimeter and not 4.4 millimeters. I tried it out and everything worked. Everything rotated quite smoothly, so my hopes were quite high. But then I forgot to consider one thing, and that thing was that this encoder is just extremely cheap. And because it's so cheap, it's just nowhere near precise enough for what I need. It's fine for like volume knobs and stuff like that, but sometimes one click would count as two, and that I could maybe live with and make a video about how this was a semi-successful project. But the worst thing is that if you rotate it kind of slowly, you get one reading of one rotation, let's say about 73 millimeters. But if you rotate it super quickly, you get basically half the amount. So it misses most of the clicks. And that's just totally unreliable when you have to know with which speed to measure your distance. So what a few people have suggested, and I had I think one or two of these lying around, is a magnetic encoder, which is a similar principle of measuring rotation, but instead it comes with a magnet and it measures the rotation of the magnet, which is a really cool concept. I haven't really used these. I got a few because I thought they were really cool, but I haven't actually put them to use. So let me know in the comments if you'd want to see me basically testing one of these out. And if not, I think this one will just go into my project graveyard. Maybe I'll keep just this bit as a little fidget toy. But either way, I thought it was very important to show bits which don't work, just so that if you ever come to this, you don't waste time on cheap rotary encoders for precise applications.